All right, brother. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me today. And if you can start out by telling me and the viewers a little bit about who you are and what your name is, what you're doing, all these kind of basic things.
Cool. Hi, I'm Awais. I am currently living and working in New Zealand, originally from Pakistan, but I moved down here in Wellington, New Zealand 5 years ago. I studied here, so studied in 2020, and I recently graduated 2 years ago. So I'm still fresh. But yeah, um, I always wanted to do something out of the box. If I'm being honest, working 9 to 5 is not really my thing. So I always had that mindset of doing a bunch of side hustles, whether it be e-commerce or doing a bit of crypto trading. But I soon enough realized that forex trading is the way to go. Previously tried in binary option, but obviously, as you would know, it's quite risky. But with forex market, if you manage your risk very well, it pays you off. So I started learning and digging more about it, trying to gather all the knowledge, and then suddenly I just came across you, and I found you, and obviously joined the group since then, and started my trading journey officially. Previously, it was just myself being involved with binary option and a bit of crypto trading. But I never really did Forex just because I always thought like it's very complicated.
Mhm.
Risk management is way more complicated with Forex pairs as well and all that. So it was all new for me. But when I joined your group, and obviously when I did the speed course and your full course as well, I learned a lot, if I'm being honest. I remember taking one of your video lessons was about Fibonacci. It was like an hour long. It was very insightful. Like, trust me, I've learned more in that video than I've learned from any other YouTube video out there. But yeah, ever since I joined your group, I've learned heaps and obviously applied those principles, especially risk management principles into actual trading. I pretty much started off by following your signals that you post every day. And yeah, within 3 weeks, I made like 7K, which was quite a lot for me, given I'm still new, I'm still learning a lot. So yeah, it's going so far. It's going well so far, and I hope it continues. And yeah, obviously continue learning more as well, and keep
Sure, man.
applying those strategies as well.
For sure, for sure. What did you graduate at? Like what do you do now for
So
everyday life and except for trading, obviously?
yeah, so I studied computer science with a specialization in cybersecurity.
Hmm.
As I graduated, I started working as a cybersecurity analyst for a firm here in Wellington.
Hmm.
And that is currently my full-time job.
Okay.
And trading is something I do pretty much after work or whenever I'm free, basically. So
How do you fit trading into your everyday job? A lot of people are always curious about that.
yeah, I think for my job, I primarily work from home. So it's not
Ah,
like I have to wake up early and go to the office all the time and I'll be busy in
ah.
in-person meetings. Working from home and currently my job, there's flexibility there and you don't have to work 9 to 5 as for my job. So you can work a bit late as well. You can start early as well. And obviously, London and New York session falls after work anyway. So
Mhm.
it's a bit easier for me to focus more on work during daytime and then put my focus on training during night.
That's a good thing about it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing about Australia and New Zealand, right? Because it's in the evening, depending on your time zone there. So
Yeah.
most times it's outside of work, but it's also a little bit late, right? So but pros and cons with
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, yeah, again, as you mentioned, there's pros and cons about living in this stitch. Pretty much it's the farthest country you can ever live in. But
Yeah.
look, every place you live, there are pros and cons. It is what it is. We just have to deal with it. But ideally, I would plan to move to Dubai because it's super close to my home country as well. And obviously, the time zone is favorable for literally everything. So that's my goal. I plan to move to Dubai very soon.
That's awesome, bro.
And
I
yeah,
was also gonna ask you about that later, what your goal is, but that's freaking awesome. You want to move to Dubai as well. Um,
yeah,
I'm looking
yeah, it's super
forward
close.
to
Yeah,
it's
it's super
nice there,
close to
bro.
my home
Nice
country
there.
as well. And obviously, I want to be inspired by other people as well. When I went to Dubai like a few years ago as well, a couple of times actually, you go there, you are in Marina or Jumeirah, and you see all these lavish people driving all those lavish cars, right? And you aspire to be like that. So you work harder. It motivates you. It fuels you to learn even more and do a better job so you can live the same lifestyle as they're living, right? So I want to be in a place where you feel motivated. Um, yeah,
We already have a good start to that journey. So I'm very proud of you so far,
yeah,
man. I'm
yeah.
curious to how long have you been in Fred trading so far?
I think so far I've been 2 months. I can't remember the exact date, but it's been at least a month,
2 months, so
under two
still
months for
pretty
sure.
new,
Yeah,
pretty new.
yeah.
And have you been
Um,
in a lot of other trading groups before Fred
no,
trading? Or was this the
no.
first trading group you did?
Again, as you mentioned, like I initially started off with binary option, which was the most riskiest thing
Mm.
I ever did in my life. But obviously, then I started to learn more about Forex, and I wanted to learn from somebody who was already established, who's already making a lot of money, and a trader who has a big community. So I found you. And when I joined your group, obviously, there's a lot of knowledge to be gained, not just from yourself through courses and your signals, but more so from the community itself. There are different groups, different community groups within your channel. There's for crypto, there's for forex. Just your general knowledge. If you're having any questions, you can ask them. And obviously, people are sharing their ideas as well. If you have any questions, they're more than happy to answer it to you. Obviously, I think I had one question about. Like I was not able to find US oil in my
Mhm.
MT5 app, and I asked you, and you immediately reply back saying you just have to look it up in Vantage. So that's the support that I was after, especially as a beginner, which I feel like I'm having it, and that's why I love it, and that's why I'll never really move to any other groups or providers. There's trust and loyalty, which I really respect, and I feel comfortable. I feel motivated. I feel that power, that hunger to learn more every day. And whenever the first thing I do whenever I woke up is open that Telegram channel and catch up on all the
Yeah.
chats, trying to understand what has been going on, what people are sharing. And obviously, you are sharing your swing trades, you're sharing your ideas, obviously signals as well. So yeah, it's this community, this group of yours has kind of become a part of my routine now. If I'm being honest, I'm spending more than like 3, 4 hours just on Telegram looking through all the chats and signals and obviously trading as well. So this is pretty much my new thing. And I like to continue moving forwards and hopefully it will pay off one day.
I love that, man. I love that. Because the beauty of this is like you don't have to spend 4 hours a day, right? If you just want to copy the signals. But I'm also trying to create a community where you actually want to spend more time in. So you want to be in the chats and want to talk to each other and want to like get interested in it. It's not a criteria, but
Yeah,
I love when people
yeah.
actually engage in the
Uh,
community as
Actually,
well.
Actually, one of the pros of being part of your group is copy trading, right? Like it takes literally a minute to just copy it and put it in and set your stop losses and TPs level and off you go. But obviously, I want to spend more time in your Telegram group going through different community chats. So the actual trading bit, like the copying trading, takes only a few minutes of my day. But when you want to learn, when you want to grow, obviously you spend time talking to other people in the chat, try to understand their mindset as well and what they are sharing as well. So it's been a very good thing, good tool in my life so far in my trading journey, and I hope it continues.
I love it, man. You've been here 2 months now. I'm not sure I caught it earlier, but how much profit have you made since you started trading, since you joined the Fred trading community? Like what did you start out with and what are you at now?
Yeah, so I deposited around 11K New Zealand dollars,
Mhm.
and within 3 weeks, I made 7K following your signals, which
Nice.
was awesome, given I was a beginner at that time. Um, so yeah, hopefully we'll continue to grow the account.
That's awesome, man. It's a slight bigger investment than most people, right? A lot of people start with smaller money than, but I always say that like if you have 5, 10K, something like this to start out with, it's a lot better because you can keep
Yeah,
a lot better risk management. You can use bigger
yeah,
lots. Obviously, the more money you have, the more profit you can make. It makes sense, right? But it's also possible to
yeah.
start with smaller amounts, but it's also good to talk to people that actually start with a little bit of little bit of a bigger amount. 7,000 Australian or New Zealand dollars, right? That's still pretty damn impressive, man.
Thank you, and I hope we keep following those signals, and obviously learn from those signals as well. Try to understand um, the psychology and the fundamental reason why you gave that call as well, so you can learn from it as well. So yeah, that's been what I've been up to.
I love it, bro. And what was your dream again? What's the goal with this whole trading thing? What do you want to achieve with it?
If I'm being honest, obviously, I want freedom from my 9 to 5 work that I typically do. I want to do something that I can do wherever I am. I can wake up anytime and just jump into that screen, follow the signals, and get the job done. So my goal is just to go out of the box and try something that gives me freedom, that gives me more potential to make more money than I currently make. And yeah, that is something that I've been after.
For sure, man. And the end goal is to move to, now you can't see the view because I'm blocking the light, but to beautiful Dubai.
For sure, for sure. That's been my goal since the last 3 years, and that is something that I'm working hard towards. And hopefully one day I'll get to meet you in Dubai.
For sure, bro. When you ever come here, hit me up and we'll see. You've been to Dubai before, right? You told me.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been to Dubai like a couple of times. Obviously, a few of the times just transit, but 2 times I think for vacation. Spent good 10 days down there. It's a lovely country. Obviously, in summers it's a bit way too hot for my liking. Given here in New Zealand it's always mild. It's not super cold, not super hot. But especially during winters in Dubai, like it's pleasant. And obviously you have all the facilities there, everything you want. Time zone aligns perfectly with everything.
For
Obviously there's a
sure.
lot to do in Dubai as well.
Dubai is my favorite place, like time zone wise, because I'm really not a morning person. I hate mornings, dude. I wake
Hmm.
up at like 10, 11, 12 every day. And and I don't have to start working until like 5, 6 p.m. in Dubai because I only trade New York session, right? It's
Right.
perfect. Work for a few hours every afternoon, evening, and then that's it, man. It's the perfect time zone to be a trader.
Yeah, I mean, as mentioned before, that is something that is a pro of living in that region, and certainly a con of living in Oceania, because of the time zones. Doesn't really work for us. Like all the action happens in New York. That is there's a time where we are meant to be sleeping. So it's kind of
Mm.
hard when you have to go to office one day in the morning. Um, you have to wake up at 8 or 9, but obviously you have to get enough sleep as well. And whilst you're sleeping, there's this session happening.
Yeah, for sure. I get it. I
But
get
some days it works. Some days it works when the big news coming, and I'm working from home next day. It works out. It's not a biggie, but ideally I would like somewhere to be off.
For sure. Well, so what are you doing with your account now, Ryan? Right now, have you taken any profits out yet, or you're just compounding it and growing it bigger for now?
Yeah, nah. So today was a bit shitty day. Made a big blunder around 5 p.m. You'll notice that big spike in Bitcoin, right? It
Yeah.
suddenly went from like 1 or 2 and one. I was dumb enough to create a big lot, took a big risk.
You sold?
Unfortunately, got liquidated. Sorry.
Did you sell? Did you put a sell on Bitcoin?
Um, yes, yes.
Oh,
That was
okay.
a big. That was a big blunder. I should have saw it coming. and that is something
I told
you
multiple
you
times
worked.
to all my at least in the crypto community and also in the chats that I was expecting a big ass dump this weekend and then probably a massive rise here today because Trump is taking office. So it was, I mean, it was pretty clear though, bro.
Yeah, well, for sure. Like, I was watching the rally as well this morning, and you saw like a huge dump ride in Bitcoin. Obviously, you saw a retracement, and then at that point, bunch of indicators aligning well. I was like, it's consolidating, right? It was an
Mhm.
Asia session as well. It was consolidating, and during Asia at times, it doesn't really pump a lot. It's just normally consolidation. London, there's the manipulation, and then in New York, it's distribution. So I wasn't expecting. I was pretty much just scalping down, big lots, which was a big mistake against the principles of risk management. And honestly, I never do that. I've never done that. If I did that, I wouldn't be in 7K profit. But I took a huge risk, and obviously that was a bad call, and I kind of regret it. But look, you learn from it. You learn from it,
Everyone
and
makes
you move on.
mistakes, dude. Like
It's
everyone
it's
has
it's
losing trades.
it's it's a big lesson for me. It's a big lesson for me for sure. I should have set a very tight stop loss.
Mhm.
And obviously, I went against principles of risk management. I should only have used 1% of my account. It's on me. I take full ownership of it. Uh, Took a huge risk on a highly volatile day, which obviously, um, ideally, you should be waiting for a signal or waiting for a right entry. But it is what it is. I took it on the chin, lost a lot, but hopefully following the signals and following better risk management,
It's all right, bro.
I will
The new
hopefully
week.
be able to get back.
It's a new week. It's a new week. We'll find some new
Exactly,
bets on commodity
exactly.
stuff.
Like there are regrets, but you move on. I'm not gonna overthink a lot. I have understood the reason why I did that. I understood why I shouldn't have done that. Learned from it, and hopefully the next signals, the next trades I do, follow the right principles and recover all the losses.
For sure, man. For sure, bro. Is there anything you want to ask me at all? Any questions you have for me? Anything you've been wondering? Anything at all while you have me one on one?
No, honestly, just huge thank you. Like, coming from a different thing, especially as a beginner, I learned a lot. And I really appreciate when you're interacting with us in the community chats as well. Um, and hopefully you can keep doing it. It's good. And we are learning, and obviously, um, appreciate all the signals as well, both swing trades and the short-term trades as well. Just keep doing what you've been doing. You've been a huge inspiration to all of us. And hopefully we'll make it there one day.
I appreciate it, brother. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. And if you ever have anything, I'm always only a text away. And yeah, man, let's have another good week. And I really appreciate you taking the time out to talk to me today, man.
Perfect. No problem. Have a good day.
You too, brother.
Thank
Bye.
you. Cheers. Bye.